The other point you asked is whether they should tell you. Yes, they should tell you. So when you're having your first session, your therapist is supposed to give you a contract, and the contract is the informed consent form, where you are going to see the terms of therapy that you guys will be working with. In that informed consent form, you will talk about the rates, you'll talk about the meeting times if possible, you'll talk about how frequently you'll be meeting, the duration, where will you be meeting. You might be talking about what happens if you cancel a session or if a session has to be rescheduled. You'll talk about terms of that nature. Then you will talk about confidentiality and the limits of confidentiality. And in the limits of confidentiality, your therapist will tell you some of these things that I've just highlighted. One limit of confidentiality that is very common is what we're just talking about right now. When your therapist has to go for supervision, they may discuss your case, and that is a limit to confidentiality. That does not mean that they are going to gossip about you. It means that they are going to be talking about the case, not you. Another limit of confidentiality is that if you tell your therapist you intend to kill yourself, or if you tell your therapist you intend to kill someone, if you tell your therapist that there's abuse, ongoing abuse in your household of a minor, of an elderly person, of a person with disability, any of those items warrants a breaking of confidentiality. Again, if your therapist breaks confidentiality under those circumstances that they have listed, they are not gossiping about you, they are not telling about you, they are taking steps to ensure your care. So for example, if you tell your therapist that you plan to kill yourself, they have a duty of care to make sure that you are safe. So for them, breaking confidentiality will not be telling people, let me tell you about Jennifer, this is the thing she's going through, she's killing her, she wants to kill herself, And they're not just telling anyone. There's limits to the people who can be told the things about you in therapy. And it's not even the things about you, it's a need to know basis, and to the extent that these people need to know. So just because I'm breaking confidentiality and telling my supervisor about your case does not mean I'm telling them everything we have ever spoken about in therapy. I'm just telling them about the places that I am stuck with the case, not with you as an individual. I hope that is clear on what constitutes the limits of confidentiality. And if you go to therapy, please make sure you have a conversation with your therapist about the limits of confidentiality and who they will be telling, who they will be breaking the confidentiality to, if they have to break that confidentiality. And that will help you get clarity on their process. But the limits of confidentiality is something that exists all through psychotherapy, and it is an accepted thing.